Developing a story tonight. 2 women are dead. 3 other people have major injuries after a crash that took down power lines and left just under 15,000 people without power. Happened about 6 o'clock tonight near Avenue 24 and Road 22 near Chowchilla. The CHP confirming a family from England on their way to Yosemite was in one of the vehicles involved. Our Megan Roop joining us live from CRMC in downtown Fresno, where 2 of those injured victims were meta-flighted tonight. Megan.
Steph, and officials say those 2 victims were in the same SUV as the 2 women who lost their lives. Right now, officials believe that car full of tourists who all survived was at fault. Monday night, first responders rushing to help. An SUV upside down, a Toyota and a ponding basin, live power lines on the ground.
The power lines were down here and they were energized.
Officials say a maroon SUV was headed east on Avenue 24 when the Toyota RAV, full of a family of tourists from England headed to Yosemite, ran a stop sign.
The physical evidence and the statements lead us to believe that it did not stop for the stop sign and broadsided the Saturn SUV.
Officials say 2 women in the SUV were dead when responders arrived. 2 others in the vehicle flown to CRMC and Fresno with major injuries. One of the tourists also with major injuries.
Paramedics drove their ambulance eastbound, went under the lines and drove along the field to get to them.
The downed lines cutting off power to people in Ahwahnee, Bass Lake, Madera, Mariposa, North Fork, Yosemite, and more, impacting more than 15,000 for about 1 hour.
It's very frustrating not to be able to help people when you arrive on scene.
Officials say the family in the SUV was local to the area. They say no drugs or alcohol played a part, and it's not clear whether or not speed played a role, warning all who drive these rural roads to be cautious.
And even though you have the right of way, it's always good to get in the habit of checking intersections, even if you have the right of way.
And PG&E crews were working to restore power to about 200 people in the Chowchilla area. CHP will be taking over this investigation from this point on. Reporting live tonight in downtown Fresno, Megan Roop, KC24 Local News That Matters.